shamanic journey for spiritual light warriors who are on their path, on their journey of becoming a servant of humanity, of mankind, but right now are feeling of moving into a path that feels a bit uncertain in terms of developing, you creating your work in the world, showing up in the world. You're in transition and transformational phase, becoming aware of the things that not longer serve you, that maybe has been passed over to you from generation to generation by your ancestors, has become part of your conditioning, and are like little splinters vibrating their negative energy. In this session, we are diving further, deeper within our spiritual path, deeper within our subconscious minds, to explore what it is that could hold us back. Deep-rooted beliefs, conditions, fragmentations perhaps, or a lineage that holds pattern that does not longer serve you. When you're ready, get comfortable. Maybe you want to lie down or sit where your back is supported, your feet flat on the floor, your hand palms open, resting on your knees so the energy can completely flow through you. Let's start paying attention to our breath. Inhale. Inhale into the forehead, bring in the energy into the third eye, open up your third eye chakra. To open up your abilities of psychic, intuitive insight, clairvoyance. Breathe in, and by breathing in, we are opening up the third eye. Let this breath come in through the throats and breathe into the heart. Open up the heart for feeling and greater sense of connection, of guidance, support and protection. As the divine light within us can further guide us. Breathe into the solar plexus, as activating the solar plexus are becoming part of our journey as well. Breathe into the sacral. Our sexual energy center, emotional intelligence, on how we are able to connect with others. Breathe into the roots. Where we continue to ground ourselves within our own body. Where our energy field can further anchor itself with the earth. Feel how your feet is growing energetic roots further down into the earth to fully anchor yourself and ground yourself. Let's begin this journey as we are on our path of transformation. We are venturing out into unknown territory of the human soul and spirits. Where our solitude is sometimes needed to embody and higher version of ourselves, to integrate higher light within our own being. A lot of circumstances, work, careers, businesses, relationships that does not really fully support this path might come into conflict with an older version of ourselves. Well, we haven't really fully embodied the upgraded version of ourselves. We are somewhat in the middle, traveling on our way, causing uncertainty, feeling a bit vulnerable, insecure, perhaps a little bit unprotected, a little bit uprooted or ungrounded, where we haven't really fully embodied our new identity. Therefore, we might be in a phase of an identity crisis. We say we are one thing. This is what I do, that's why, and therefore that's who I am. But it's not. You're not that. But yet, roles and functions within society is often easier understood and accepted than you trying to explain fully the path you are actually on, which nobody can really understand because you don't really understand it sometimes. That's why you bring up the image of your old self, so people can relate to you easily. But deep down, this is not really who you are supposed to be and become. But as this old version of yourself, this old image, can give you some sense of safety and security, although it actually is making you feel a little bit insecure as it doesn't really belong to you, but yet you will hold on to that. Now, one more time, let's have a look at this mask that you are holding on to. The old version of yourself. A job, a role, a career. It's easily understood, easily accepted within the mainstream. Hold on to this. Hold on to this image. Look at it. Put off this mask. Look to it, knowing that version of myself isn't the past. I let it go. You are on horseback, riding slowly. Well, you are looking at this mask, and it is time for you to let go of this mask, so you drop it off, you let it go. You throw it out in the field around you. You continue your journey into the unknown on your horse, your horseback. Horse is your companion. A horse cannot ride in far distances, unknown territory, if it's being guided by the rider. A rider cannot travel far without the horse. A horse cannot always run. A horse needs to rest, drink, feed itself, and slowly walk to maintain a good, healthy pace. Sometimes moving slowly gets you further than sprinting. also feels a little bit like you are venturing out in the unknown, and therefore it also feels like you're riding in the middle of the night. You can't really see very far ahead. Around you is just nothing than dark woods, forests. You just have to trust the horses. Your only way of protection right now. Protecting you from any kind of threats. Crawling animals like snakes on the ground. And other creatures that simply does not have the best interest in mind for your healthy and safety. That's why you need to put your trust in your horse. As you keep riding through the nights, complete darkness. You've been traveling through this dark Asian woodlands for hours and hours on end, but you did not want to take a break because you wanted to reach the end of this forest, as you do not know what threats might be hidden within this forest. That's why you kept moving until new dawn of light. Coming out of this forest, coming out of rolling hills, where the dawn is slowly breaking the night. Trying to trust the process that after every dark night there is a new dawn. But you also know the dawn also will transform into dusk. Dusk will transform back into the night. As you keep riding the whole day, this is what you must come to terms with it. A new night is breaking. It's breaking and is swallowing up the light. Day in, day out, night in, night out. This journey has been going on for you for quite some time. Making progress with slow momentum, but you are making progress because you know what you're traveling into. I've been traveling for weeks, months on these rolling hills looking for the yew tree, the giant tree, the world tree as identified, the Yggdrasil, that could connect you further with different realms within you. Because you're so used of traveling from day to night and night to day and day to night that you have become a little bit numb, emotional numb, to the same old cycles repeating itself day in, day out, day in, day out. Same shit, different day. You're searching for a key key to break open this lock you carry within you. A deeper insight and deeper answer within you that can unlock new states of being. And that's why you have been looking for the yew tree. As you're walking the path of Odin, the path of knowledge, wisdom, spiritual insight, you're very strict about yourself. You have high expectations about yourself, for how you have to be and what you have to do and what you have to achieve and how you have to show up in the world for others and eventually also for yourself. You're not easily pleased or satisfied. As often is being said, wise men, wise women are not always that happy. And although you have all this wisdom, happy seems to be far, far away. You're searching for new joy, a new kind of excitement within your life. And key to unlock this lock within you. And joy to unlock your drive of new hope, new inspiration. As you have been continuing to walk this path, you're finally approaching the yew tree. A massive tree standing tall, branches reaching as far as in the clouds, the heavens. And perhaps the roots must be reaching the center of our earth, the core of our earth. It has to be, otherwise it cannot reach that far into the heavens. So above, so below, so within, so without. You want to go further out in the world. You can only reach as far as into the world as you can reach your inner world. That's your assignment for now. Entering the world tree. Because this lock you carry inside of you, perhaps of these unrealistic expectations you have about yourself, it is time to move down, to take the staircase down into the lower world. Remember, to complete our assignments, we must ask Odin for additional protection. That's what we do when we enter, before we enter and take any step further down into the lower world. Ask for support, guidance, protection. As our horse, of course, has to stay outside. The only protection we have is our faith. Our heart that can shine only lights within the darkness that we are entering in now. As we continue to travel, we are traveling into the world of hell, where we have to meet the goddess Hela. goddess and the guardian of the death. Where deceived loved ones are resting their old days, Hela is there to protect them for not getting lost within our realm, to keep the dead separated from the living. But you as a living being, as we enter the realm of Hell, H-E-L, we must ask Hela to ask permission. Ask for her support, ask for her forgiveness. Ask for her guidance, protection, as we are only here to unlock our luck that perhaps was given to us by one of our ancestors. And condition and pattern and belief of how we have to be. The old industries you used to work in that does not longer serve you. Perhaps it was an expectation from one of your ancestors. As one of your ancestors used to work in that industry, and if you worked in that industry, you were a man or a woman of status. Because then you belong. Then you were someone of value. But it does not longer serve you, so we have to break the spell. Waiting for the permission of Hela. She will be following us as a way to support and protect us, so no other entity or bad spirits without any interest or best intention cannot claim over us, cannot attach to our energy field, as we continue to be protected by the energy of our heart, as we have created a bubble of light around us. As we are also being watched by Odin himself. And continue this realm, this dark realm. We see a lot of cry and misery of dead spirits wandering this realm. Pay no attention. Keep going. As we are looking for the soul of one of our ancestors. Maybe this ancestor used to be a very influential person, a very powerful person, a person who had a lot of control. But not powerful enough, as this person also maybe was standing in a shadow of a larger entity, a larger corporation. Therefore, he valued his status so much, he could not fulfill his true potential or unrealistic expectation of standing in the shadow of a larger entity, a more powerful organization. carried over a lot of anger, frustration, disappointment of not being able to be fully recognized. If I could meet my ancestor, it will be the father, director of the Dutch West Indian Company, Samuel Blommaerts, who used to stand in the shadow of the Dutch East Indian Company. One of the most powerful empires in the world ever had knew. The largest corporations ever existed. Most powerful corporations. That had to use his aggression to conquer. Where money, wealth, power, control and dominance was needed to conquer. Unfulfilled voids that was being passed down from generation to generation. Down the family line of how work identified you as a person, how wealth, power, status identified you as a person, being a strong, powerful entrepreneur, business person, that identified you as a person, which now might be holding you back in certain elements of your current lifetime, as you are here for a different path. Although this does not mean we could use some of these qualities right now in our favor, without the need to fill unfulfilled voids, but to use their knowledge, their skill set, their wisdom to create something of our own that will serve the next element and aspects of our journey. And as we are face to face with the soul of one of our ancestors, see this soul with empathy, compassion and love of your true essence. Recognize that person, it was okay what they have done. We can recognize them, forgive them, but also honor them in their achievements, what they had to do within that time. In order to survive and thrive, what they believed was right and what was wrong within that time frame. Recognize you came from a different time, you are in a different time, with different values, different expectations. But also you like to honor this ancestor in a very humble way and recognize his or her achievements and ask in a humble way, taking in these gifts, it is time for you to send your gratitude one more time. Your feeling and sense of gratitude will bring in more forgiveness and honor and respect of your ancestral line, your lineage. It is time for you to leave this realm as you got what you needed and you gave what you had to give. It's time for you to leave this realm as quickly as possible. The goddess Hela is still in the back of you for protection. The light of your heart is still creating a light of cocoon around you keeping you safe and protected. You enter the portal from Hela back into the Yggdrasil. You look back at Hela, giving your thanks and appreciation for her support, guidance, and willingness to work with you today. Send off your gratitude, your blessing. Look at her for one more time while this portal is now closing in. It's time for you to move up, climb up the stairs, to come back into our world, the middle world, the world of Midgard. And as you step out the World 3, the work you have been doing does not stay unnoticed. As a group of people have settled outside the World Tree today, and as they look up to you coming out of the World Tree, they immediately know who you are. A man, a woman who is protected, who is guided, favored in the gods for doing important work. As you have been working with the gods today, you have been working with the ancestors today, you come down in the world of mankind. They know exactly who you are and what you have to give. This will continue to be your work, is to bring this gift over to others, to see people where they are at in their life, within their story, within their experience, knowing that there is a way out. The way out is to go in. It's to bring balance and harmony between the lower self, the middle self, and the higher self. And we are the middle ground. To get something in the outside world, we need to go in. The further we go in, as the outside will be nothing more of a reflection of that. No need to chase, hunt, whatsoever. It's a thing of the past. People surround you and they see the importance of your work as a healer, as a wise one, favored by the gods, as you're doing the work of the gods. The right person will appear to be of assistance, to be of support, to be of guidance. As people will continue to talk about you and your gifts, the gifts that you have to share. Remember, on our pathway to here, we had let go of a mask of an old self. That old self is rotting away in the field we left behind a long time ago. And see where you are right now. Surrounded by mankind, recognizing and appreciating the gifts you have to share. You're becoming a powerful healer, a powerful shaman. Take one more breath in. This is the progress you have made today. On Wotan Day, the day of Odin. Look up, look within, look around, and everywhere you look, you see the presence and the essence of the gods Odin. And on that note, we are closing down our journey. Slowly come back into your body, open up your eyes. Closing down your energy centers that you had to open up. And by this new integration, you feel already so much more empowered and embodied, grounded within yourself, connected with your true authentic self. Your light, your essence is shining more into the outside world. Your energy field is clear, cleansed, rejuvenated. Any dark entities has been washed off by the divine light protecting around you. That came in through your crown and has worked as an energetic cocoon around you. Thank you for our guides, our ancestors, the gods, deities, connected to the four elements of the earth, the water, the air, and the fire, to be here with us today for our divine protection, support, and healing, and insight into the runes. Thank you for following this guided meditation.